Welcome back to We Play Games. I'm Walker, and here we are about to start our Fistful of Dollars campaign. So we're going to be playing as a count here, Count Ansel Esperanza. We have an ambitious, generous, diligent character with a focus on fortune building. But there's been some really interesting developments here in California. So we'll go over the lore of California in a separate video, but to very briefly summarize, California, this empire here, is built based off of a religion. It's built based off of this Imperial Sahasrara. So this is a guruist faith that has identified the founder of the Empire of California as being a living guru, as being a spiritual figure. And so the religion here, it's very tolerant, but it's also directly linked to the lay political power structures of the empire. And so we owe our loyalty to the emperor himself, right? But here you'll notice by looking over, oh my God, there was a brief interruption of the Guru Paul's reign via a faction demand. They installed this Prince Richard of a different dynasty in control. And as it turns out, it's not just any different dynasty. This is the younger brother of our Liege. And therefore, this guy, our Liege, is suspect in our eyes. We see him and the value of this just, gregarious, generous man. He's not a bad guy, but his brother is an incredible danger to the empire, and we are going to need to accumulate political power for ourselves, so that way we can seize control of the kingdom of Baja California, and ensure that it is in the hands of loyal subjects of the emperor and not pretenders to the throne. So Supervisor Ansel, he's a capable character, and he has acquired a claim here and is going to execute on it. I'm not too proud to call in one of our allies. Ooh, we've discovered men-at-arms. Excellent. Yep, there we go. Our allies are just going to trash these guys. We're going to be able to govern an enormous personal domain, so we are going to want to get as many claims as we can as quickly as we can, because the more that we can directly manage, the stronger we'll become. Oh, the California culture has become practiced pirates? Well. We are going to capitalize on that immensely here. As it turns out, oh boy, are we not going to have time? Because we already gained a claim here on this Los Crios. You know what? It's time. We have the renown. We are the head of the family at this point. And so we, with our allies, because we do have the Queen of Colombia as an ally, we're going to go ahead and claim the duchy here. Duchess Karen, assemble your forces, because we are assembling ours. And we will see if our alliance network is going to be stronger than theirs. I suspect it will. They don't really have a whole lot that they can call in. They can call in 3,000 more. Oh man, we're just going to completely roll these guys. All right, we are going to enforce demands, and now, just like that, we have become the new power down here in Baja Norte California. Oh, we are the new chancellor. Well, that's okay. I won't say no to it. I think the next thing is going to be to try to overthrow the Lieutenant Travis of Baja California to take this throne for ourselves. So we are going to go ahead and start a claim throne scheme here, because we have unlocked the meritocracy perk, which allows us to fabricate a claim on our leader. All right, well, Altiplano, which is one of these powers up here near California, is currently in a big civil war, which means that they don't have the resources to defend their northern border. So we are going to take advantage of the fact that we have developed into practiced pirates and coastal warriors, dryland dwellers. Wow, we've become a really interesting little culture down here, and we are just gonna go seize as much of the wealth of northern Altiplano as possible. Oh no, war has been declared on our liege. Prince Richard is back at it. This just goes to prove what we've been talking about, that these guys, they can't be trusted. Good, we got a pressed claim on the lieutenancy of Baja California. We got it. Oh no, Paul died of old age. All right, well that's not gonna work. we're gonna need to deal with this now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take Baja California. I think this is exactly what we were afraid of. The usurpers, the brothers, Travis and Richard, they could stop at nothing to claim the throne. And of course, if we don't get this back into appropriate hands soon, it could be the end of California. So we're going to need to do something about this. We have fortunately succeeded in our effort to claim the lieutenancy of Baja California, but unfortunately, our enemy here, Travis, has a very strong ally in Ray the Second, and we're not going to be able to assassinate him. It's just not going to be possible. Same with murdering Travis. So we're going to have to just brute force that alliance that they've put together. There is, however, something that we have that Travis doesn't, which is our family. We are the head of the house, and so what that means is that we have the ability to call upon all of the members of the house when we declare this war here. So we are going to go ahead and contest it. I think between all of the allies that we can call in, and the fact that they do not have an enormous war chest, I think we're going to be able to win this. All right, so it seems the assembled forces of King Ray are finally coming south, so we need to redeploy. So now that we've baited them to come south, we should be able to just destroy them. The armies of Baja California and of Travis the Fourth, the brother of the usurper Richard, they are finally amassing down here, but I think we should be able to crush them. Good, we're going to catch part of them out. Excellent, excellent. Good, good, good. There we go. So we're just going to destroy the Baja Californian army, and that should be close to the end of the war. Why don't we go ahead and siege Tijuana back? Yeah, we have 10,000 troops here, including our allies. That should be enough. That should be enough to win. Yeah, we have 20 knights to their 11, so we're just going to cut through them like butter. There we go. All right, Baja California is ours. Oh, we're being attacked? Okay, so we've seized control of Baja California. All right, so now we are at war with SoCal. And meanwhile, while all this anarchy is starting to break out in California, Richard himself has declared war on Nevada. And so the Empire of California is going to keep on trying to grow into its natural borders over here. But it's we can't tolerate the usurpation here. Oh, so we're going to become the Chancellor of California, are we? Well, that's fine by me. If Ansel Esperanza can become the Chancellor, then he can use that position the way that he did last time and just plot to take control of the throne, actually. Oh no. We will not bend the knee to a liberty war. You gotta be kidding me. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna try to we'll white peace with Southern California, because we want to be able to just use our troops now against our vassals. Any of these guys who have risen up against us, we are gonna put down. They're all up here. All right, that's fine. We can fight. Are they gonna do me the favor of coming all the way down to California? So now the rebels have come to Baja. This is a really great opportunity for us to centralize our power within our kingdom if we're going to defeat the Puerto Peñasco dynasty, because this guy's dangerous. He's not an insanely unpopular leader, but he is an illegitimate usurper, so we can't tolerate him here for long. Oh sweet, we captured one of the rebels. We are gonna almost certainly destroy all of these rebels here, and then because they rebelled against us, we're gonna be able to take all of their titles, and because we have an enormous stewardship score, we'll be able to hold them. All right, we won the Liberty War, so now we're gonna go ahead and enforce this, and we're gonna go ahead and punish these traitors. It's time. We're gonna begin a claim throne against Richard, because this usurper cannot be left in control forever. Prince Travis we've actually defeated, so much so that he is now going to become our friend and ally rather than a friend and ally of our enemy, Richard. If we can just get this scheme to fire, then we'll form a faction. So now what we can do is we can start a claimant faction with ourselves on the Empire of California. And we can see if anybody else is going to come out of the woodwork. to support our claim. Coming from a lowly count and then rising rapidly through the ranks, we've established ourselves as now the Lieutenancy of Baja California, but California has become usurped by another dynasty. The Panasiuk has successfully interrupted the Talanque, so we are going to try to demand that Richard step down. And if he doesn't, then we will fight him. And if we lose, we might die. But we are going to go ahead and submit our demands and see if Richard subjects. No, he is going to fight it. So, all right, we are going to now have a civil war in California. But unfortunately, we can't call our reliable ally in because she's not only lovers with Guru Richard, they're soulmates. And we're not going to be able to call in. We're not going to be able to call in our family members either. But there is going to be somebody we're going to be able to call in. It's going to be mercenaries. We have a pretty. We've become infirm. All right. Well, it's a good thing then that we are trying to remove these usurpers before we die. All right. Natoma has died, and now her son is in control. All right, we're gonna redeploy our army here into Lassen, and we'll have a war in the north. That's our goal up here. California is apparently gonna let us fight them. One army at a time. Are we gonna get it? Yes, excellent. All right. So they do have yachtsmen. They have some pretty strong counters for us, but we have counters for them too. Excellent. We're gonna win East Quincy, I think. That's a great way to start the war. Yeah. Oh man, they lost almost 6,000 and we only lost 1,000, and it's because we have mercenaries and we have crossbowmen. We're just gonna siege straight down to Sacramento. We're gonna make them come to us. Oh no! And just like that, our character has died, and Victor does not continue the war to install ourselves. But just like that, King Ansel actually died of old age, infirm, trying to overthrow the living Guru Richard, whose position is weak. Keep in mind that the war was not looking good for him, but we will see if the Lieutenant Victor will keep his father's war going to overthrow the usurpers down here in California. And then as a retrospective, we'll just check around. So one of the weird things that's happened in the game is that the Kingdom of Louisiana has become Sahasrara. It looks like Celia's line is doing quite well out here in the Empire of the Great Lakes. They're on their third ruler so far. Sinus Norma is now in charge, and she has continued to hold on to the Great Lakes. Lieutenant Victor, he does have a claim on the Empire of California. It may be up to him to press it. So we have time, I think, to discuss a little bit of the history of California. And so I just wanted to go over what the history of this land looks like. So the Empire of California, the title history hasn't been filled in going way back, but the Talanque dynasty is the dynasty of the person who founded this faith. The Imperial Sahasrara faith was founded by the dude who also founded the Empire of California, and founded the Empire of California by forging together a large number of different religious groups, and for that matter, different cultural groups. And so this empire was built to be a very, sort of like the HCC out in the East Coast. This empire was built in a pseudo-decentralized fashion, but at the beginning of the game, the way that they represent that in Crusader Kings 3 is that everybody has really, really low obligations. Ansel Esperanza happened to just get sick and die right before he was able to claim the throne for himself. But we will see what happens to California as we move elsewhere. We are going to move down to the Amazon, so we are going to go ahead and try to aim to create another kingdom, hopefully one that can go toe-to-toe with Brazil, because Brazil is enormous over here, everybody. Oh my god, Brazil is enormous. And so if we can forge Amazon into a unified kingdom, or into a unified empire, that could do a lot to rebalance South America here inside the Dreamworld. It was a really fast episode. We were just trying to put Ansel on the throne, see how far we could go from Count. If we could go from Count to Emperor, that would have been really fun. We came really close. And we might do the same thing here, but with a different strategy. All right, that's Walker. Take care.